this is a very special week for the agenda because our show is going to take place on Thursday, the day before Valentine's Day. So because of that, the agenda is going to have a very special love theme on Thursday for all the special people in our lives. What, do you guys not like that?
The thing is, not all of us have this like bullshit love thing that you guys do.
Yeah, Kyle, you kind of made this decision without me, and I'm not really too on board with it. So...
Well, I have been doing this longer than you, so... kind of...
Who hates Kyle's love-themed episode? And who wants to have a love-themed episode?
Okay, one person is on my side.
Well, I wonder why.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
All in favor of canceling the love-isode, say aye. Aye. All in favor of kicking Kyle out of this meeting, say aye. Aye. Aye.
What the hell? You too?
I'm sorry. I'm more of a 4th of July kind of gal.
You know what? Fine. F all you love haters.
Alright, now that he's gone, welcome to the agenda's very special I Hate Love-isode.
Hello, Agenda fans. Welcome to another episode of The Agenda. I'm Faye Fossbender.
And I'm Kelsey Paulus. Well, as you can gauge from our super cynical cold open and from, being generally aware, it's almost Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is, and despite all the cliches about single people on Valentine's Day, Kelsey and I actually both love this holiday.
That's right, because even if you're single, there's still a lot to enjoy about Valentine's Day.
Exactly, well, Kelsey, you want to take this one?
Sure. I mean, there's always those little $1 chocolate-filled hearts with, those tacky graphics from your parents to look forward to.
Yeah, that's right. What's not to love about pity candy? Sorry you're alone, sweetie. Here's some empty calories. Love, Mom.
Yeah, and as we all know, Galentine's Day, which is often the day before Valentine's Day, is a bunch of fun. I love to get a group of my girlfriends together and act like we're in Sex and the City, except minus the sex and the city.
Yes, love that. I love Galentine's Day because it's a day where women get together and talk about how much we hate men. Boo, men. Yuck.
Oh, totally. Men are gross and immature.
Exactly. Ugh. See how good we just did? Totally believable and authentic.
Yeah, definitely nailed it. But the truth is, you don't need romantic love to be happy or have a good Valentine's Day.
Exactly. All you really need is you, because we are all born alone and will return to ashes and dust thusly.
On that note, happy Valentine's Day. Let's get into some readers, shall we?
Former Vice President Joe Biden recently called a voter a lying dog-faced pony soldier, a line which he reportedly stole from John Wayne. In other news, President Trump has launched an investigation into just exactly who this mysterious John Wayne character is.
Bill Nye set foot on the runway for New York Fashion Week as he moved his molecules to Lizzo's song Juice. Bill Nye the Science Guy, now known as the Flyest Guy, has broken all rules of physics with his killer dance moves. He rocked a floral blue blazer while proving Newton's law with his flawless footwork.
Climate scientists this past week have warned that attitudes towards the ongoing Australian wildfires have become, quote, lax and apathetic, which sets a harmful precedent for climate catastrophes going forward. This warning has also prompted overwhelming responses of, oh shoot, the Australian wildfires.
While some lucky people are celebrating Valentine's Day, others are wishing they could take a dump on their ex. And some cats are willing to do that for you. DC's Cat Cafe will write your ex's name in their cat's litter box, letting your cats do the dirty work.
The New Hampshire primaries were this week, and we can now say Bernie Sanders is lagging behind in first place.
DC Comics' newest film, Birds of Prey, opened this weekend to a lackluster box office. People on the internet have complained that Margot Robbie isn't hot enough and that there weren't enough men in the film. Yep, I bet you can guess what those people look like. The agenda will be right back with some Valentine's Day love recipes. Welcome back to the agenda. Now, not all of us are lucky enough to have that special someone to spend Valentine's Day with. So what are you supposed to do when you're hungry and hopelessly alone? Well, luckily for us, the agenda has brought in an expert on dining for one. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stefano. He's a single-o.
Hey, Kelsey, it's me, Stefano. He's a single-o. Thank you very much for having me today, Kelsey. Today I have brought absolutely the best recipes for single people for home-cooked meals on Valentine's Day. Just like you said, not all of us are lucky enough to have someone to spend the special day with. We can't make a dinner reservation with anyone, and Olive Garden won't be accepting your reservation for one tomorrow. So, I'm here to fix all of your meal for one issues.
Thank you, Stefano. I heard that
si.
your first recipe is one that can be bought for just $1. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Just $1. See, my first meal is not one of great fame. It is not only cheap, but it contains even more sodium than your single salty ass. Ladies and gentlemen, the ramen noodle. This meal is one for the true lonely and broken-hearted.
How can you go about preparing
Only the
this?
broken-hearted. Well, Kelsey, you start by filling a cup of noodles with about half a cup of water and then placing it in the microwave for 2 minutes. But I have one special ingredient that makes this meal a true tasty heartbreaker. About half a teaspoon of fresh tears. As if the ramen didn't have enough salt, the saltiness of your tears will add the perfect bit of flavor to make this meal mwah.
Got it. That sounds amazing.
Mwah.
But what's next?
What's next? Did you get dinner with your parents the other night? That is a
Yeah.
good thing. Then I have good news for you. The leftover chicken pad thai that's been in the back of your fridge for a week makes a rather quaint and quick meal for your Friday night misery. The only thing you have to do, Kelsey, to prepare this meal is open your fridge, move the box of pithy chocolates your mom bought for you to the side, take your nearly half-empty bottle of pink Moscato out of your fridge, and chug the rest of it. Make sure to recycle the bottle, though. Then you pull out your leftovers, open the leftovers. Don't even open the box. No. Just stick it right in the microwave, right that, for like 16 seconds. I don't know, who cares? And voila. Enjoy.
Incredible. I hear that this last dish is pretty incredible on its own, though.
Oh, you are correct. The last dish is a personal favorite of mine. Luckily for us single people, Papa John's and John Snatter's dumb weirdness still delivers on holidays. But this Friday, Papa John's Pizzas comes with a nice twist. Introducing the heart-shaped pizza. Now, right after you watch The Fault in Our Stars and you have to finish the last of your pizza, because why the hell not? Get off the couch, go to the kitchen, and grab that last slice. Now, at that moment, you realize you don't want pizza sauce on the kitchen floor, so you have to get your pizza and get over the sink as tears start to fall. Just get over the sink like this, like crawl, and you bend over as you finish the last slice of the pizza, and you do this and you're crying, and boom! That's the perfect meal to end your perfect Valentine's night alone. Ladies and gentlemen, Stefano, he's a single-o. Ouch.
All right. Well, he is truly so charming. If you would like to learn more about Stefano's recipes, I suggest you check out his book, Forever Alone, but Never Hungry.
My name's Martha, and I'm not always angry. Unless Amber's in the room.
My name's Amber, and I'm so sad. Like, really sad. Like, really sad.
I'm Amir, but I can't even see myself in them.
And we're the vampires. What are you guys doing here? Who's that?
Remember we were supposed to come over for Valentine's Day? You know, Galentine's Day?
Yeah, I remember making those plans with Victoria before she walked out in the sun without an umbrella and disintegrated.
Martha, you know it's been really hard on me since Victoria's been gone. So can we please just have our Galentine's Day like you promised?
Riddle me this. Who is that?
I'm Amir. Short for Vladimir. We met at a grieving seminar.
You've been going to a grieving seminar?
I told you it's been really hard for me.
Okay, fine, you guys can come in. I may hate Amber. Like, I may really, really, really dislike her. But I've been trying to be nice to her since Victoria's gone now, and the anger management therapy's been helping.
Do I think the anger management is working?
Why would you sit in my seat? You know, I sit there every single day. Every time you come over here, I've been sitting in that seat. Thank you.
I think she's getting there.
So Amir, how did you and Amber like become friends? Like, I know you guys met at the grieving seminar, but what made you guys actually, click?
Like, we weren't actually friends at first. I overheard her talking about how she was on a diet, and at first I was like, ew. But then we got partnered together, and I was just forced to be around her, and we just became friends.
Okay, that's actually so crazy because the same thing happened with us. Like, she was Victoria's cousin, and I was like, ew, I really hate this girl. But we were like forced to be around each other, so we became. She calls us friends, but like I wouldn't. Wait, don't you hate the way that she breathes sometimes? Like, she's like, I'm like, don't do that.
Oh my god, like, she does it all the time. I hate it.
No, she'll literally be sitting there, and she's like, I'm like, could you be any louder?
Yeah, no, I hate when she just sits there and she's like, can you not? Like,
No, I agree. Like, sometimes, and also sometimes she doesn't even make a noise. She'll just be sitting there like, I'm like, why do you look like that right now?
I hate when
Why do you breathe the way you do? I actually don't get it. We'll just be sitting there, and all of a sudden I look over there, and you're like this. I can hear you. Do you understand how loud you are when you breathe? Like, Amir just pointed out to me, and I remembered. You have to work on that. You really do. And every time that we're in the car together, you put on country music. How many times did I tell you that I don't like Tim McGraw? I really hate Tim McGraw. That one Carrie Underwood song was good. Amber, I would like to apologize.
You know what? I think we make a great team.
Galentine's Day!
Welcome back to the agenda. This week we have an extra special guest for you all. She arrived here today on a wrecking ball, high on perp, with her J's on, and in her world-famous pigtails. No, she is not here to talk about her nip slip. She's here to get down and dirty about her career. Please welcome Miley Cyrus.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So this week we want to get right down to the nitty-gritty about your career. And Liam.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, it's just Corona season.
Well, I would love to answer any questions you might have about my career. It's so refreshing to be asked serious questions about my professional life and not the usual questions about my personal life or, twerking.
Oh, red light, cut the twerking second.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, nothing, sorry. So I know our fans out there have been curious about the networking that goes into being a music icon like yourself. What is the networking process for you like, especially when a new release is coming?
Well, mostly it involves press circuits where I do things like interviews for different networks or making appearances at fashionable parties, like...
Oh my god, perfect segue. We have heard there have been a little run-in between you and Liam at a recent pre-Oscar party. Care to share?
Well, if you read the article, you would know that I wasn't even aware that he was there until the party had already ended.
Oh my goodness, buried anguish amongst unrequited love.
Yeah, not really. Can we get back to my professional career? I told my agent I wouldn't answer any more Liam questions. I'm just Miley, not Miley and Liam.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm sorry. This still must be really, really hard for you.
It's not really. I've had plenty of time to process and heal.
So anyways, tell us a little bit about the decision-making process that goes into the fashion choices when you decide to perform.
Okay. Well, I have been very fortunate to have a wardrobe and makeup team with me every step of the way. To be honest, those men and women that I spend hours with every day in the makeup trailer are a huge part of the process, and I couldn't get through it without them. We have become as close as any family I've ever had, and Lord knows I'd be drowning in stress if it wasn't for those beautiful people.
Oh, we have it on good authority. Like, you were wearing white and Liam was wearing black at the pre-Oscar party last week. Is this a sign? Maybe your fashion team knows something that is meant to be?
This is ridiculous and honestly the most disrespectful line of questioning. I told my agent no more disgusting interviews that just pander to super fans.
Wait, Miley, stop. Please stop. Because we have a super special guest here, Liam Hemsworth. Let's see the sparks fly. Oh my goodness. Well, you saw it here first. Yet again, the agenda makes sparks fly, fireworks burst, and true love a reality. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
And with Valentine's Day coming up tomorrow, we wanted to give all our viewers some ideas to make sure that you have the best Valentine's plans that you possibly can. Here's our list of cute Valentine's dates in Kent, Ohio. Wait, it's over already? Oh. Okay, well, I guess that's what you get when you live in Kent, Ohio. Deal with it, people. The agenda will be right back.
Are you sad all the time? Lonely? Don't have anybody right there for you.
Do you want affection and attention from people on the internet that you've never even met before?
Do you not give a shit? Like, not in the first, just generally not give a shit.
Or do you want to lie on the internet and catfish strangers?
Well, we got the app for you.
Tinder. It's a beautiful place. If they're ugly, swipe left. If they're hot, swipe right.
Tinder. It's a place for people who are like, why not?
Download Tinder. Or don't. Who cares?
Tinder. Cause give it a chance. Why not, you know? Just do it.
And now, a man with zero credentials whatsoever, the self-proclaimed love doctor is here to professionally answer all your burning questions.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving yous. Welcome to Getting Jiggy with the Love Doctor. I am here, so let us see what it is you've asked of me. Our first question comes from Timothy in Saskatchewan. Timothy from Saskatchewan writes, Dear Love Doctor, are you a real doctor? Why, yes, I am, Timothy from Saskatchewan. I have my doctorate in the study of foreign languages, that is to say, the language of love. Also, I am a neurosurgeon. Although, if I may be so bold, that question makes it seem like somebody doesn't have romance on their minds this Valentine's Day. But there's always room for self-love. Yes, you can always love yourself. Just be sure to do it in the bathroom or something, so as not to be disturbed. Our next writer writes, Dear Love Doctor, I am in love with a man I've never met. What do I do? Huh, no you ain't. You are in love with the idea of a man who can only ever let you down in reality. Over texts, DMs, or even phone calls, we have the time to curate an ideal personality that may accidentally be misleading. For instance, yesterday I ordered lunch and spoke to a very nice man whom I believed to be Mr. John. But when my sandwich arrived, it turned out he was Mr. Jimmy this whole time. I will not tell you that this relationship is impossible. Love can sprout from almost anywhere, but not if you're in love with someone else, especially someone who doesn't exist. Here's one. Dear Love Doctor, my boyfriend said he loved me, and then a couple of days later said that it was a lie. What does this mean? It means he don't love you. Pretty straightforward. That's what we in the professional business call the big oof. The social pressures of love are great and numerous, including the pressure to feel love in the first place. As with all social pressures, when we cannot meet them, we often lie. It always feels bad when our emotions are not reciprocated, but the fact that he lied to you may speak to his desire not to hurt you. If this is a new relationship, he may simply not be there yet. Like period cramps, this is a painful but good sign. It means he's seeking to build a relationship on truthfulness and emotional consideration. However, if this is a long-term relationship, get your ass out, 'cause he just tried to. Dear Love Doctor, my long-distance boyfriend I've never met is financially dependent on me. I love him, but I'm also on a fixed income. How can I deal with this? Are we in St. Louis? 'Cause I smell catfish. Next. Dear Love Doctor, why do I use romantic relationships for validation? Because of deep-seated trauma. Often we fail to love ourselves when others have failed to tell us we can. Self-acceptance without constant reassurance is difficult. It's kind of like speaking in metaphors without understanding what an analogy is. Technically, it can be done, and I am doing it now. But extra work is required. We all seek out the assurance of others, but we have to make sure we can assure ourselves. Keaton from Coshocton writes, Dear Love Doctor, how do I flirt without being weird or awkward? By fundamentally changing every aspect of yourself. Flirting can be uncomfortable and off-putting, but do you know what else is? Meeting new people. If you're the kind of person who can talk to anyone, you should have no problem flirting. But if you're not, then you'll have to have faith in other aspects of yourself. There's somebody for everybody, if only for the law of averages. Somebody loves you, and a few fumbled words ain't gonna stop them. Our final writer asks, Dear Love Doctor, the girl I'm seeing keeps bringing up her ex. I'm interested, but worried she hasn't gotten over him. How should I move forward? Honestly and with caution, my friend, budding romance is full of potential, but there isn't room in everybody for everybody else. We all have certain emotional thresholds that we just can't surpass, no matter how hard we try. New love is fun and exciting, but it was always pale in comparison to real love. The only thing you can do is voice your fears and try to understand. That's all from me today, folks. I've been the Love Doctor, and I'm reminding you to keep it jiggy.
And that concludes our very overly cynical Valentine's Day episode. Honestly, I'm really tired of talking about this capitalist holiday. How you feeling?
I'm honestly feeling the same exact way. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to go out and get coffee, go to an art museum, have a nice dinner out in the city, then go stargazing while enjoying ice cream or something, but I do have commitment issues.
Exactly. It would be so nice to just spend time with someone and be rewarded with chocolates, flowers, all that cheesy stuff, and maybe a nice movie night in, but boys are simply not with it, and also immature and lazy.
Yeah, like one time my boyfriend told me that he was going to move to Florida instead of telling me that he forgot to get me a carnation for Valentine's Day at school.
Yeah, and one time a boy went on a coffee date with me, but kept making eye contact with a woman sitting in the opposite corner. Then I was like, where have I seen that woman before? And then I realized, oh yeah, it's his mom.
But honestly, it's whatever.
Yeah, like, it's fine.
Like, I don't care at all.
Yeah, no, me neither. It's fine.
So yeah, that wraps up this week's episode.
Make sure to follow us on social media at The Agenda on TV too.
And make sure to tune in next week when we maybe aren't so bitter.
I'm Faye Fassbender.
And I'm Kelsey Paulus. Happy birthday, Mom!